Hello everybody, it's me, Italian Gamer Joe, your favorite Italian streamer. Welcome to a new day, a new adventure. I should make that like a new thing. A new day, a new adventure here at the Italian Gamer Joe channel. But yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are, however you happen to be here tonight. Today we are gonna be playing something different. I know that I was like really hyped on Monkey Island, but we all know that here at the Italian Gamer Joe channel that Joe is a true Aquarius and has his mind all over the place, and that I can never make up my mind. So tonight we are gonna be playing Myst. This is the new version of Myst that came out. When did this game come out again? It came out August 26th, 2021. So this came out last August, and for those of you that don't know what Myst is, because you're all probably thinking, I know, right? Guava, we're partying the Myst. So for those of you that have no clue what Myst is, I hope that I can answer that question tonight, and that I can maybe elaborate a little bit more on I guess what it is basically. Welcome on in, Kites. Thank you for the redemption. Solid's like, what's up? Congrats on being the only streamer on all of Twitch playing Myst. Amazing. You know what? I'll take credit for that. I will take credit for that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for something, if I can find it. I don't know if I'm gonna find it. I'm looking. Oh, I think I found it. Okay, I think I found it. I think this is it. So okay, I'm gonna cut over to the. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna cover to my PC output for a moment, and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. And like anything, if you don't know what something is, you Google it, and usually Wikipedia will come up with an entry. So before I even get started on the game, I kind of want to talk about Myst and what it is, and how it impacted the world, and yada yada yada, so on and so forth. So, and also welcome on in, Solid Syntax, for being here. Kites, I'm doing well. How are you? So for those, I'm just gonna kind of like read through this a little bit. So for those of you that don't know, you can go ahead and read along. Myst is an adventure game. It's I believe one of the very first adventure games that was like full 3D world, and it was developed by the Miller brothers, Robin and Rand, and they were basically like OG indie game developers, and they created their own like company called Cyan. And I did not know this, but apparently it was first published for the Macintosh in 1993. You know, it's funny. I was born in 1994, so I was like, yeah. So I wasn't even born yet when this game came out. But anyway, what makes this game so special is that it's a first-person point-and-click adventure game. It involves solving puzzles, but it also had very pretty, beautifully rendered 3D graphics. According to the official Wikipedia page, the Miller brothers got their start in video game development by creating titles for children. They conceived of Myst as their first game for adults, receiving funding from Japanese publisher Sunsoft. Development began in 1991 and was the Cyan's biggest undertaking to date. Technical constraints of the time influenced by design of the game and the production of its graphics, which were state-of-the-art but mostly relied on static images. Robin Miller composed 40 minutes of synthesized music for the soundtrack. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know Robin Miller was a musician. That is actually really cool. Solid says it's like a very, very, very early version of games like The Witness or The Room. Yes, that is so true. That is so true. And I bet like people that played The Witness and played The Room also played Myst. I would have no doubts. I would have no doubts if people that played those games were inspired from Myst. It says that Myst was a surprise hit. Critics lauded the ability of the game to immerse players in its fictional world. It has since been considered one of the best video games ever made, selling more than 6 million copies. Can you believe that? Like, I don't know if it's 6 million copies as of now, or if it's 6 million copies when it came out, but the fact that it sold 6 million copies is insane considering the indie scene at the time in the 90s, and considering like how much harder it was to market a video game. Solid Syntax says The Witness was actually inspired by the Myst franchise. There we go. Kite says, did you make music for your game? I actually I'm using an external source for that, but I don't know. I might. Who knows? It says here that Myst became the best-selling PC game until The Sims exceeded its sales in 2002. Myst helped drive adoption of the new CD-ROM format, spawning a multimedia franchise and inspired clones, parodies, and new genres of video games. Multiple remakes and ports of the game to other platforms have been released, as well as spin-off novels and other media. I actually do have one of them on Amazon Kindle, I think. One of the Myst novels. It's an entire world of games here with like Cyan, and to see like what Robin Miller and Rand Miller did with these games, like it's so cool. I have so much respect for these people for creating this. So like this is a screenshot that they're showing, which is like the center of the island. So they're first person games. You go through this interactive world of like static images, kind of like Nancy Drew. You click on locations. I'm kind of like running through this. So we're not going to I want the plot of the game to happen when we're playing it. So I'm going to skip the entire plot. But I do want to show you all a YouTube video that explains this even more. So we're going to take a second and go to the YouTube video, and I think this is it. I don't know. I have to check. It's 12 minutes, but we're not going to watch all 12 minutes. But I do know that in the original CD copy of the game, I think, there was like a video in it, and it actually explains some of it. Cyan is still making games in this vein. They're just VR. Oh, really? The novels were so much better than they had any reason to be. That's so cool. Well, welcome on Inverse Sounds. That's really cool, Solid. I didn't know that. All right. You can all hear this. Can you all hear this okay? Let me know if you can hear the sound of the YouTube video, okay? I'm going to go full screen. And I can make the sound louder, by the way, if you want me to. I'm making it louder right now, actually. Right now it's all just music. We're not gonna watch this whole thing, by the way. Oh, really, Verse? That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. This is really loud for me. If it's loud for you, let me know. I can lower the volume of it. By the way, the graphics of this video look horrible, and I wonder if that's me. No, it's 144p by default, so I'm sorry in advance. By the way, this is a montage of all the original graphics of the game from the original point and click game. So this is the graphics of the original point and click game. And it's so funny seeing all this like from the 90s and then seeing it now. It's so funny. Kite says, who is that man? It's good over here. Thank you. Okay, cool. I like watching this kind of stuff, though. It's really fascinating to me.
The design,
and these are the brothers.
Is one of the funnest parts of what we do. Yeah, Myst was different because right up front from the beginning, we had to sit down and spend a good month or over a month. It was about a month and a half. Every day just designing all the worlds, all the everything involved with it.
That is so cool.
And going over puzzles and whether or not they'd be too hard or too easy. And
I love this. I'm loving this. This is what I'm doing for Super Spy Academy.
That was being developed at the same time.
Right. It could kind of open up to the side where the.
So we'd extend the gameplay by having just the depth, the depth in the amount of places to explore. I mean, just so vast that you just felt like it was going on forever. And so we just go back and forth and back and forth.
Oh my
and you
gosh.
wouldn't believe some of the stupid ideas that we end up, Robin ends up coming up with.
This is amazing. That's awesome.
This is where we film incredible movies. This is our incredible blue screen. Blue screen. This is a blue screen.
Thanks, Verse.
Real high quality production. That's a
I'm just very passionate about adventure games. Very, very passionate. Thank you for the follow, Solid. I appreciate that.
It's regularly like $99.
Welcome to the Italian Gamer Joe channel.
Rand and I have always been very much into the detail of things, the richness of things, and so when we did Myst, we wanted it to be a very rich environment.
I'm loving
a very
this.
detailed environment.
You could see the passion in their voices.
That meant a lot of work.
We are using a computer, in essence, to build sets.
Wait a minute. Wait, am I crazy, or is he also one of the is he's one of the wait? Are the okay? Am I crazy, or are the Duffer or wait? Is it no? That Duffer Brothers is not. That's sorry. That's Stranger Things. The brothers that made this game. Now I'm like all over the place. The brothers that made this game, are they also the actors, or is this guy one of the actors? Okay, I'm confusing myself, but one of the people in this video are the actors in the game. Chuck Carter can kind of get it. Oh my gosh. Welcome on in, not the Honeybees. The Miller Brothers. Yeah, sorry, I screwed that up. I have Duffer Brothers in my head because of Stranger Things, and but the Miller Brothers are both the main actors. Yes, I knew it. Okay, yes. Not the Honeybees says, hello, you're playing Myst, one of my faves growing up there. Not the Honeybees, I love how I'm playing all of your favorite games. I just love that. I think it's so cool. The Miller Duffer, yeah, if I confuse it and I say Duffer Brothers, I'm really sorry. I read a lot of Stranger Things news articles, and I confuse it sometimes. But yeah, it's the Miller Brothers. Thank you, Solid.
Stuff that we're doing for Myst basically has to be fully realized in order to move a sort of a virtual camera around this kind of virtual set. You take a camera and you place it in various positions in order to move.
I wonder if they use a certain engine, or if they just built the engine themselves.
It's just a sequence of camera shots that are taken in a computer that end up looking photographic and end up allowing the player to really believe that they're sitting in this world.
I know.
For example, if we're building a room, we tell the computer, okay, a wall goes in this place, and another wall goes here, and the floor goes here, a desk goes over here, and the desk has this wood surface, and it has these little gold handles in the front, and it has a carving.
This is amazing. This is just amazing.
Part. We would build an incredible amount of detail into our models. It was a time-consuming process. It meant that we would include everything up to the tiniest little screw or nail.
Yeah, exactly. Not the Honeybees. Exactly.
I started off kind of seeing it from an artist perspective. I would look for the most interesting scene that I could come up with. But the problem I ran into was that every time I made it look interesting, it didn't work for the interface because it was unrealistic. I mean, you don't look at everything as a composition. When you're walking through a room, you're either just walking through a room or you're stopping and staring at everything. And the hardest thing for me was to try to make that transition from trying to make everything look really pretty composed and make it work as far as interface goes.
This is amazing to me.
When we first started out, we had really no idea how we were going to be able to create these landscapes, especially how we were going to be able to create terrains where we specified what we wanted the terrain to be shaped like. We came up with a way to create a terrain by basically painting the terrain in grayscale.
Thanks, Salad.
A large picture of the terrain in grayscale. The light areas of that grayscale image would represent the areas of the terrain that would lift up very high. It would be very high, like a mountain or a hill, for example. We would bring that grayscale image then, simply bring it into Stratavision, and extrude it in Stratavision, and voila, there we had our incredible terrains.
This is amazing. I love how much detail they talk about this stuff.
On those to really bring them to life. All we had to do was just look at our terrain, decide which areas would have grass, which areas would be covered with rock, and paint that. We'd ended up with a nice little color map that we could then wrap to our terrain. Once we had our terrains done, we could then do things like add trees, add hundreds of trees to a terrain.
Hundreds.
Basically build a forest. we knew at that point, yeah, we can do this. We can do the whole thing as a 3D rendered island.
Oh, I know, right? Riven is one of
I
my
was sitting
favorites.
down watching Little Mermaid with my kids, and they had
Little
some kind
Mermaid?
of blowfish or a pufferfish or something in there. And I said, you know, that's kind of interesting shape. And didn't really think much about it, but when I sat down at the computer again, suddenly started modeling and just playing around in macro model, and boom, there it popped. There
It
was a ship.
looks like a pufferfish. Hundreds. I love this.
The mistake was your belt fell off, sir.
I love that. I love that they are like I love this. I love the acting. I love the like the
In
energy.
order to figure out what sound, I'd have to wait until they actually finished the art, put it in context, and then I could say, ah, that's the kind of... The chime, the clock tower. I knew we needed a chime, a big chime. That's a big clock. So what I ended up doing is just taking my Craftsman 7/8 inch wrench with a lifetime guarantee I just whapped it. And
That
it
is
had
so
such a
cool.
reverberant sound. Of course, it was too high. I just dropped the sound lower and lower and lower till you had this big, nice bell sound from a wrench. Ah, the most hateful sound. Had to be the bubbles. What you hear are actually bubbles in a toilet. Tried big tubes, little tubes, sticking it way down there, you know, in the part where the trap goes down, and finally got it, but that was the biggest pain.
Imagine blowing holes in a toilet to get the right sound. Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Oh, Cirrus, Achenar. We didn't want music interfering with the gameplay, and so we weren't going to put any music in. When we finally did do a couple songs, we realized it wasn't an interference. It didn't sound like Super Mario Brothers. They seemed to
Super Mario.
really help the mood of certain places that you were at in the game. Once I sit down on the computer with a song in my mind, I can get it out fairly quickly. So I think the songs went pretty quick.
Maybe if I had the sheet music, but I don't know.
Yeah. What was the question again?
Right solid. Oh my gosh. No, I will
The
not.
problem during the whole development was the CD-ROM speed. First thing we did was crop the images down to 8-bit using adaptive palettes for each age, and that worked great. We've got
Oh,
images
man.
in each age that look like 24-bit images. Then we also used QuickTime compression for each of the images, for the stills, not only for the movies, but also for each of the still pictures.
I've been warned.
Ended up with images that are started out at 500K down to approximately 80K.
Wow. At the time, space was a big problem too. Like, huge problem.
In putting it together, we used HyperCard as a shell, basically, and then John
Hey,
Miller
Wombat,
from
welcome in.
Simplex, we worked closely with him on the ColorX commands to take out anything that wasn't necessary for getting the color to the screen as fast as possible.
Chief. I missed the other one too.
probably one of the most helpful things we did is we went through some focus group testing. That was an incredible way to get some really amazing input.
And and getting to my notes. It's
I know.
A great idea, a great concept.
What I love about this scene is that this kind of reminds me of like NASA or like trying to get like the moon landing. Like you just have all these people in a room talking about a game together with this 90s look to it, and like it just like, and they're treating it so serious. Like I love it. I love it. It's so inspirational and it's so beautiful, and it makes me so happy seeing stuff like this and how much passion and beauty and amazement they had for this game and how much they believed in it. It's so cool to me. It's so amazing to me. Like if anything, it fuels me and Super Spy Academy. But anyway, let's get back to the video.
It's a complete departure from the main line of anything that's out there on the market today.
Right there, this is not any game, any paradigm, anything you've ever seen before. You have no preconceived notions because you go into this and it's something totally new.
But this game is so different, and the concept of living inside this world is what happens if you get sucked in. If you have time to play it, you just keep going and going and going and going. There's nothing like that at all.
Good night, Wombat then. Yeah, again, this is just, it's so cool to me. It's so cool to see like what the development team had to do in order to make this possible, in order to create a world like this. So what I'm gonna do for a second is I'm gonna go back to my chatting. I'm gonna post the link in the chat now for those of you that want to see it. It'll be available in the chat. I'm also gonna post it on the Discord. So if any of you want to watch this, feel free to check it out either here on the Twitch. If you want to save it on your YouTube bookmarks, feel free to check it out there. You can also check it out on the Discord. I posted it on the Discord. Also, Solid, I don't know if you are a streamer, but if you are, you can feel free to join the Discord. If you want, or if you're just like a viewer, that's totally fine too. Self-promotion is allowed on my Discord, so if you are a streamer or if you like to self-promote people, or for whatever reason doing self-promotion, it is allowed on my Discord. If you'd like to share your knowledge of any other adventure game streamers or yourself or anything, so feel free to join it. Or if you just want to hang out and talk about adventure games. And that's anyone watching as well. We're a very fun community. A lot of the names you see here in the chat are people that are also in the Discord community, and we just love to have a good time. So, and we're getting a raid from Board Gaming Mama. Let's go ahead and do the raid dance for Board Gaming Mama. Welcome on in. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome on in, Board Gaming Mama. It's me, Italian Gamer Joe, your favorite Italian streamer. Hope you're having a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are, however all of you happen to be here. We are having a really fun night. Well, we haven't started it yet. We are in the process of getting ready to start it. We're getting ready to play Myst. For those of you that don't know me and you're new here, once again, I'm Joe. I am an adventure game streamer here on Twitch. I focus primarily on adventure games like Nancy Drew, Sea of Thieves, and many more games, Monkey Island. And now I'm adding a Myst to the list, so we'll be focusing on Myst soon as well. This is a safe space for people that want to just like hang out with a goofball like me. I am a LGBT person, so like, you know, if you're in the community and want to expand your horizons a bit, welcome on in. But most of all, most importantly, we're just a bunch of adventure game passionate people that are just goofballs, and everyone's welcome, and we just like to have a good time. Regardless of whatever walk of life it is, we just want to have a good time here at the Town Gamer Joe channel, and we want to be goofballs and play adventure games and have fun. Board Gaming Mama's like, I love Myst. It's been so long since I've played it. Welcome Raiders. Riven says, now wait till you see Riven again. Myst was made in 1993. Isn't that crazy? And Riven is one of my favorites. Riven's one of my favorites of all the games in the series. I loved Riven so much. Verse says, so camp, great seeing you. So yeah, boy. Are you perhaps fond of Riven? You have to take 3 sips now. The best goofball. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for those of you that are here that have not heard of Board Gaming Mama, Board Gaming Mama is a Nancy Drew game fan just like me, but she also focuses on reviewing board games and tabletop games. She gets sponsored and she'll get like board games sent to her and she'll review them on her, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's your Instagram you'll review them on, and YouTube as well. I think what's really cool about Board Gaming Mama is that she's single-handedly introduced me to new board games. And my board game collection used to be this tiny, like just a few board games here and there. My board game collection is expanded to this, and I can't fit any board games in my shelf anymore. So Board Gaming Mama, thank you for expanding my board gaming horizons. But and thank you so much for the raid too, and for bringing your community on here. Tabletop games are so much fun, and getting the chance to learn more about the true tabletop experience with you has been a blast. So thank you for continuing to embrace that passion and for sharing with us your contagious energy for tabletop gaming. I've discovered a new love for board games because of you, and your board game recommendations are always so much fun, and you always seem to have a board game recommendation for anyone of any age. You recommended games for kids, for adults, for young adults, for big groups, small groups. So it's always so cool getting the chance to see your recommendations and everything, and it's always a good time. And when you play adventure games, it's always a really good time too. So once again, thank you for the raid, thank you for coming in, for sharing your community with us, and for those that are here, please give Board Gaming Mama a follow. If you're looking for some new board games in your life, or if you just want to hang out with someone that's also very passionate about adventure games. Board Gaming Mama's like, Joe, that means so much. Thank you. You're welcome. I have the Maui in my head from Moana. Don't know what to say except you're welcome. Guava's 80th redemption of Hydrate is brought to you by Ice Mountain Water. There you go, Guava. There you go. Verse says, so sweet to see someone lift another. Well, that's what we do here. We like to hang out and we like to support each other, and it's funny because a lot of the people in a lot of the Twitch friends that I have are actually let me rephrase that. 90% of the Twitch community that I follow and hang out with are actually from the Nancy Drew community, which are PC and point-and-click adventure games, and I've gotten to know a lot of them, including Board Gaming Mama, over the year and a half or so that I've been on Twitch. So getting the chance to hang out with a lot of them has been a lot of fun, and getting to know them better and consuming their content has been a blast for me. It's a really cool experience being able to lift each other up and embrace each other's passions and that positivity. So, and Board Gaming Mama is just one of many amazing Nancy Drew adventure game fans, and getting the chance to get to know them better has been a really cool time. So if you are looking for communities that are really cool people that are very passionate, that are also adventure game fans, definitely check out these people, because Board Gaming Mama is just definitely one of some awesome adventure game streamers. Verse says, I remember I joined your channel last year on the middle of the year, and you're just consistently wholesome. Thank you. Vibes here are immaculate. Board Gaming Mama was like, no, you. I should get some Uno cards, and then if someone does that, I'll just be like, but yeah, once again, Board Gaming Mama, thank you so much for coming in here and for hanging out with us. Feel free to hang out with us and jump in the pool. Guava, thank you for gifting a tiered 1 sub to Verse Sounds. Verse Sounds, enjoy the raccoon Italian gamer Joe emotes. Also, I think it lasts like a whole month, so you'll be going into October. So the Italian gamer Joe channel, we have rotating channel themes and rotating emotes. So and it's me, it's my true Aquarius. I am like all over the place. Like, I say I'm gonna do one thing and then I do it, but then I change my mind and do other things, or like I say I'm gonna play one game and then I play a different game. I always finish what I start, but the adventure to get there is never a straight line. It's always like woo. So but we always like to have fun here. I always keep things fresh with new emotes. The raccoon emotes will only be around for a few more weeks, and then in October, when we start the Halloween fall theme of the channel, we're going to have an overhaul, including brand new emotes, brand new splash screen, brand new set, and much more. So enjoy the raccoon emotes while you can. If you want to continue enjoying the raccoon emotes, though, after they are taken down, you can also join my Discord, where you can check out all the previous Italian Gamer Joe emotes and use them across all of Discord, because we are a Nitro server. So you can always use the Discord. You can always use past Italian Gamer Joe emotes there as well. And if you want to see any of the previous Italian Gamer Joe themes that I've had over the last year and a half, I've had several big themes and music and everything and lore from my channel. Feel free to go to my YouTube channel and go to the playlist that says Italian Game IGJ themes, and you can look at all the previous Italian Gamer Joe themes. I'm trying to build a lore around my channel, and I'm trying to build like a history. So I think it's cool being able to show people all the consecutive artwork and all the consecutive themes that I've had over the last year and a half. What do you like to do for Halloween? Well, here at the Italian Gamer Joe channel, we are going to do a special theme. We are going to dress up. I'm going to dress up. We're going to focus on some adventure games that are spooky. And we're going to have a good time with it. So if you want to stick around for that, and if you're continuing to follow the channel, then stay tuned for some awesome Halloween extravaganza, where I will be doing some cosplaying. I will be doing some PNG streaming, where I will be playing a character. I'll be doing some improv, and we'll probably have like a Halloween celebration at some point. So for the channel, we're gonna have some really cool Halloween goodies and some cool Halloween experiences. And for the entire month of October, and including November as well, I will be doing lots of improving, lots of fun like cosplaying, and some really fun activities and stuff planned for the channel. So if you are not following, consider it. Subscribing is completely optional. It gives you access to the emotes that we'll be having soon, but yeah, it's always fun regardless of whatever you want to do for the channel. It's always fun to just hang out with all of you and have a good time geeking out. He's gonna debut as a VTuber. Oh no, you know what? Just it's gonna be fun. I know I already revealed it, but basically I'm going to be a Nancy Drew the robot, and we're from the future. It's Robotron Nancy 3000. We will be basically going back and replaying all the Nancy Drew games, but this time around we are going to be the robot version of Nancy Drew, and we're going to jump back into these games and basically wreak havoc on the world of all these characters, because now we are a animatronic robot in the vein of like Five Nights at Freddy's. So that should be fun soon. We're really excited to do that. I'm gonna have some really fun channel point redemptions, where if you don't like what a character is saying on screen, you can lock a missile onto them, and then Nancy will be like, what are your last words? And then just poof, or like just some fun silly stuff like that. And we'll have like some silly things going on there. So it's okay. Guava, I've already talked about this in the past. I've already kind of spoiled this before, but so stay tuned for that. I also have some other fun goodies, more cosplay stuff. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited to get started for that in the next coming weeks. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to jump back into Myst, and we're going to continue getting the opportunity to talk more about this game. But before I do that, I'm going to go grab some more water, because Guava redeemed 4 sips of water, and I already like chugged my water bottle. So I'm gonna go grab more water, and then when I come back, we're gonna talk about the making of Myst a little bit more, and then we're finally going to jump in. We are finally going to jump in to Myst. So feel free to check out my Be Right Back segment, where I play funny clips on my channel of past experiences here at the Italian Gamer Joe stream. Feel free to watch them and hang out and talk about them. Or feel free to go get some water or bathroom break yourselves. But when we come back, we will continue talking about Myst, and then we will play the game and have a good time with it. So stay tuned. I will be back very, very shortly. Is this a staring contest? Like you're just staring into my soul. Stop staring. Nancy's like, you know what, George? I think you could use some Orbit gum. Little did you know, we gave George some Orbit gum a few minutes ago. George looks wonderful right now because she has a little minty, tasty, fresh feeling. Orbit gum. Taste the fresh. Come on, come on, come on, go in, go in. Yes! Yes! I fucking won for our team! Fuck yeah! Okay. Okay. Yes! If you're not screaming at your TV right now or your phone. Oh my god. Fuck yeah. My big bicep. My little biceps, really, but. Oh yes! Oh my god! Achievement unlocked. Like you go to work or you go somewhere and you're just like, hi, and your coworker's like, what? What? And you're like, the glasses just fall. You're like, oh crap. You're like, your coworker or your friend is like, what do you want from me? You're just like 40% off Nancy Drew games until May 31st. Your friend or your coworker is just like, this is ridiculous. Can I sit somewhere else, please? Every day they come in here talking about Nancy Drew, and now they're just giving them to me. No, but seriously, please consider it. And once again, Interactive, thank you very much. I'll be promoting it again later tonight, and please consider it. Thank you very much. I can't. I'm like, I need to take a second. Oh my god. Okay, I'm done. Please don't clip that. Okay, here we are. We're back. I'm like dying. Okay. I'm good. H, isn't it? Wait, I'm googling this. P-H-A-R-O-A-H. Am I crazy? What? Wait. No, wait a minute, but I'm googling it and it's saying like thefreedictionary.com is saying P-H-A-R-O-A-H and it's coming up. Wait a minute, no, it's flipping it. No. Oh my gosh. It is. What the fuck? What is going on right now? You know, with graphics like this is still better than Midnight in Salem. I'm just kidding. Welcome back, everybody, to the Italian Gamer Joe channel. I hope you enjoyed my clips of the channel, clipped by some of you, including Guava, and I clipped a few myself. But yeah, thank you for being patient with me. Very, very shortly, we're gonna be Pharaoh. Oh god, I can never get the spelling of Pharaoh correctly. For the longest time, I always spelled it P-H-A-R-O-A-H, but it's actually spelled P-H-A-R-A-O-U. AOH. So I've screwed it up so many times. Board Gaming Mama says, I do have to learn, get ready for sleep, but can't wait to watch this fun. Board Gaming Mama, thank you for coming in here tonight and bringing your community in here. It's been an honor. I hope you have a great evening. Have a great night. Buonanotte. Ciao, 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 ciao. Okay. All right. Let's go. Is she gone? Okay. Let's go. Let's continue. Let's continue the game. Okay. Good night, Board Gaming Mama. All right. So, for those of you that are new here, we were watching the Myst, the making of, which is a really, really cool behind-the-scenes look at the original 1993 making of, which is really, really amazing. And I think there was 2 videos, but I don't know what the second one was. But this whole video basically talks about the making of Myst. So now that we've watched it, now we're gonna go ahead and get the game started with the game. But again, like, I have so much respect for the brothers that created this game. The Duffer brothers, just kidding. The Miller brothers that created this game. They had a passion and a dream, and seeing them see this passion and dream to its fullest potential, it's just absolutely amazing. It's inspiring, it's motivating, and as an indie game developer myself that's trying to make an adventure game with Super Spy Academy, it's really fueling my motivation. And these are games that I grew up with playing in elementary school, and like I said, I was born in '94, and I didn't actually play Myst until like the early 2000s, and the version that I played was the original point and click. So I actually so the story here is I asked my dad, who has an eBay account at the time. I asked him to get me the original CD copy of the regular Myst, and Real Myst was out, and I thought it would be cool to play Real Myst as well, but I wanted to play the original. So I remember asking my dad for the original for the eBay copy. He was like, "Yeah, that's fine." So he bought the gel cases. He bought the case, the game, and I remember like going home from school, like opening the mailbox like every day, like off the bus. You know what I would do? Like, I'd get off the school bus and I would run like Max, like being chased by Vecna and Stranger Things. I would run, and you would hear like running up that hill. Like, I would just run to the mailbox, open the mailbox, and it wasn't there. And then the next day, run to the mailbox, open the mailbox, wasn't there. Run to the mailbox, and then finally, the white envelope from eBay was there, and I got my copy of the game, and I installed it, and I played it. Does Myst have voice acting? It does. It does have voice acting. And the original game was full motion video. It's an FMV game, for the most part. Well, for the voice acting scenes at least. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the childhood story I have for Myst, and I absolutely loved it, and I still can't believe it's been remade so many times over the years. It's a really cool game. In my personal opinion, I hope that the Miller brothers figure out a solution for Riven, because okay, so Riven is the sequel to Myst, and we're gonna play the point and click version, obviously. Oh, this is like, hold on. I cannot wait to play this one. This one's honestly my favorite of all the entire Myst series. I love Riven. It's so good. It's really fun. I really hope that they consider remaking a 3D version of Riven. There is a project that's, I don't know if it's still happening though, but there's a project going on called Real Riven, and this is called the Starry Expanse Project. I don't know if the Duffer brothers, or I keep saying Duffer brothers, I'm so sorry. I don't know if the Miller brothers are, like, if they have any affiliation with this, but the Starry Expanse Project team as of April 2022 are, I guess they're like working on some updates still to this game. But I think what makes this really cool is that this is a 3D remake of Riven, and they're basically trying to recreate the game in full 3D and go through this entire process of recreating this game. I really hope that they see it to completion and that it gets finished, because Riven was an amazing game, and I really don't know how far this project is going, but I really hope that they do consider. I really do hope that one day that the Starry Expanse project gets completely done, and that so Cyan does know about them, actually. They've been in regular contact with Cyan for many years, and they've been incredibly supportive of the project. So they are actually collaborating with Cyan. That's actually really cool. I really hope that Riven gets funded one day as a full 3D project, because I loved Riven. Like, loved it. So I'm hoping we get to see the Starry Expanse. I'm hoping we get to see that entire project come to fruition, because Riven, in my opinion, deserves that TLC. It deserves that love. And I feel like other games in the series, like the third game, Exile, and the fourth game, is it called Revelation? And even the fifth game, I don't really think they need that kind of TLC, but I think Riven really does need that TLC. And I think that if it does eventually come out and get released, that it would be a really, really cool, momentous occasion, because there's going to be lots of people that played Riven from the 90s that are going to be like, holy shit, I played this game so many years ago, and I can't believe it's a 3D version. So I just hope that Cyan continues to work with that group, and that they eventually bring Riven to the, like, and don't get me wrong, like, I think it's great that Cyan is making additional games and that they're expressing their creativity in new ways, but to see a Riven remake in full 3D would be amazing, and I'm actually quite surprised we haven't seen a remake yet. As a neurodivergent person, seeing you have fruitful experiences with your perfect, oh my gosh, that's so funny, Verse. That's so funny. But yeah, so like I said, I really hope we see Riven one day. I really, really hope we do. Okay, we're going to jump in and get this game started. I don't know how much of it we're going to play tonight. I will say that now. I don't know how much of Riven we are going to play. Or not Riven, of Myst we're going to play tonight. If the game is really, really loud, let me know. I can fix the audio. The game is generally pretty quiet. I think it's just the beginning that has like a little bit louder because of the music and the brand and everything. So the Cyan brand reminds me of the THX like thing you would see like for movies. God, I was so scared of the THX brand in the past. Okay. So here we are. Here we are at the main menu. I'm going to go ahead and select a new game. Yes, we will clear the autosave, and then we're not going to do randomized. We're going to do classic. Welcome back, Guava. Didn't realize you were gone. Just kidding. I love this, by the way. Like, I love how this is a big 3D room.
Tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
They did a really good job, by the way, with the special effects of this scene. Like, I'm really impressed with it. Oh, really, Guava? I'm sorry. So, I love how they created this world here. I love that, like, they created this 3D room, and that it's, like, a big expanse. And then I like how they did the 3D effect here with the openness of this. Like, it's really pretty. It's really, really pretty. But it's also a little confusing to me, because it makes me think to myself, like, who are we and why are we in this Starry Expanse? Like, what's our story? That always confused me about Myst, about the beginning of the game, because this is the brand new one that came out. This is the brand new one, Guava. This one, like, just came out, like, a year ago. But yeah, I did always wonder that, like, what's the difference between that world up there and this world here? Like, what is this? Is this supposed to be, like, the real world? And that's, like, yeah, I don't know. That's something I need to probably look into. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump in, though. This is when you open the Myst book. This is how the original game was as well. You see like these FMV TV screens in the books, and then this basically shows you like a preview of the world you're about to enter. So this is showing Myst Island. So when you tap the book, when you put your, like, imagine putting your hands on the page of the book. I'm assuming that's how it transfers you over into the world. So like you're basically going inside the book. And I don't think it's like Inception. I literally think you're going inside the book. Like your entire existence and being is inside the book now. And here we are. Here we are on Myst Island. And when you first look around, you'll see a bunch of seagulls in the air. You'll see this pirate ship. Oh, by the way, this is Sea of Thieves. You didn't realize? But no, you'll see this pirate ship over here that's completely submerged. And unfortunately, there's no way to go into it yet. But we are physically inside the world of Myst. We are literally physically in the world of Myst. I'm going to save the game for a moment because you never know with crashing. But yeah, so here we are in the world of the game, and as you can see here, it's very pretty. It's very, very pretty. I feel like this is the best version of the game yet, to be completely honest. And yeah, we're just gonna start making our way towards the world. So all throughout the island, you're gonna see these things. Flick them upwards. They are switches. They all need to be set to up, and I will explain why in a moment. I love this. This is so beautiful. Like, this is gorgeous. But yeah, if you see these switches, flick them all up every time you see one, because it is very, very important to do it. We're going to continue. So there used to be a note here, and I don't see the note. And I remember when I was testing the game out before stream, I was like, where's the note? And I don't see the note. I'm like, wait a minute. Where's the note? Oh my gosh. They put it on a rock. On a rock. In the original version of the game, it was on the grass, not on the rock. Gosh, these new changes. These new changes they're making. In the original version of the game, like this was the scene, like it was here, and then the note was like right there. The note was like right here, but then they moved it up on the rock. That is funny though. Catherine, I left for you a message of utmost importance in the forechamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the image to retrieve the image, or the message, I should say, from Atrius. Thanks for that redemption, Guava. So of the ones we've seen so far, there's one there and one there. So that's 2. Let's go ahead and continue finding them and just go on a mission to find them. So this is 3. And then there's this little like building here. This museum looking building. Doesn't have anything inside that is a switch, but we'll come back to it. As you can see here, we have the really cool spaceship thing, which is really cool. But this is the 4th switch. Very Greek, I know, right? So that was the 4th switch. Now we're gonna continue and going down. Notice how this water looks the same as the ship, I should say, looks the same. This is the 5th switch. This one's the 6th. This is the 7th, and then that's the 8th over there, which we don't have access to yet. Joe, can you name all the parts of the building, right? From Nancy Drew. Oh my gosh, from Labyrinth of Lies. No, I cannot. I cannot. I did not memorize them. This is so pretty. I love how realistic this looks and how pretty they made this look. Like this world feels so seamless and real, and it's so cool getting the chance to see this. I'm loving this. I'm truly loving this. Like it's beautiful. Compared to like the point and click version of the game. So this is the lower chamber. And as you can see, we're going to go down underground and we're going to check this out. I love this cave. This cave is so cool. Gosh. Look at this. And then this is like a hologram. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open this side panel here. I think right now it's set to the water turbulent pool. And then we're going to change it to 8. And then this is when we generate the message. Oh wait, he looks great.
It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect I can but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Sirius as well. I should have known not to have left my library unchecked for so long. I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in the places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access key, remember the tower rotation, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. And erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
So that was the message, and that was Atrius. And Atrius was basically saying, like, that he is suspicious that Catherine and Atrius' sons, Sirius and Akinar, destroyed the books in his library. He doesn't know why. He doesn't know why the books are destroyed, but he's suspicious, and apparently the 2 sons have been imprisoned inside 2 other books or something like that. And we need to go talk to them and see if there's like a misunderstanding, if like what's going on here. Did they destroy the books? Did they not? Is there some sort of misunderstanding? Is one of them good and one of them evil? Like what's going on here? Like is there something deeper going on here? Guava says, if I want to play the remaster of the original version, how do the controls hold up? Are they single? Wait, what? Are the brothers single? I will say that some of the brothers in this game, especially in the original, were like really... I mean, but then again, though, it's the Miller brothers. Did I say Duffer brothers again? Miller brothers. God, I'm just going to say Cyan. No. Miller brothers. I keep seeing Duffer because of Stranger Things, and it's like locked in my head, and it's really hard to forget it. Okay. So, what we need to do is we need to go inside this Greek building. And as you can see here, it's very, very, very circular. There's these books here. There's a red book and there is a blue book. So let's go ahead and approach the red book and grab this red page. Well, that was convenient. And let's let's open it. Oh wow, the 3D characters look amazing.
You must help me. Bring me a red page. I can't see. Need a red page. You must.
We're just gonna close the book on him. Bye. The 3D character designs look beautiful. I gotta say, like, they made them look great, and they also made them look sexy. Like, damn. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, it closes. He looks like the guy from Supernatural. So both brothers are begging for their pages. We have the red book and the blue book. I believe this one's Sirius and that one's Akinar, but I'm not 100% sure. Godric says, this is giving me an Unholy by Sam Smith vibe. I know, right? So yeah, that was pretty much like the situation. Both brothers are begging for more pages, and they, I don't know, I guess they're both like begging to be released, to be talked to, and the only way we're going to be able to get the pages is by going to the worlds that Atrius created and extracting those pages. So if we go over here for a moment, there's a library here of burned books, and it's really, really sad. A lot of these books are completely destroyed and damaged, and it's sad. It's really, really sad. And each of the books that are still remaining are books about the ages, about the various ages. I thought I could have sworn there was a journal, though. Okay, so this is an interesting book that has sequences about the fireplace, apparently. But yeah, maybe we should like go through these books and maybe read a little bit about them. I don't know if there's an order to which we read the books. I think it's just by order of just taking it from left to right, because I really don't know how else to do it. So I think we'll just kind of like go through them and kind of just take it from there. I have called this age channelwood, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except for a small rocky island. Elsewhere, there are only trees, which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I am eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I've arrived here late, and so I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colors. Slowly, subtly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange. Then from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water, I hardly noticed that we had arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water and can only be reached by the rope ladders that stretch from the lower paths to the village level approximately halfway up to the grand trees. It is very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not exactly understand what they were doing. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. At least he appeared to be the leader, for he sat at a meter off from the floor in a thick throne. A thick throne. Guards surrounded the strong creature, who was dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human. At least to some extent he appears human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold its head up to look at me. But what a surprise! This creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter, I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I look forward to learning more. Solid says, enormous hut pog. As I suspected, the ancient creature is a human, but he is old beyond his reckoning and seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me feel very uncomfortable. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. He has adopted much of the language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me that he had not spoken our tongue in ages. He attempted to explain me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what he has told me. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place. For some reason, Airbender came to mind, and then the Fire Nation attacked. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted. Then everything changed, yeah. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground, and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings, which happened randomly. Some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. The sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time. Then they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. Welcome on in, Renbear. I'm sorry, I saw your comment. One day, things changed. The rumbling began to grow quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. The humans who lived through the catastrophe moved into the trees where they gradually died out, maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I am not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me. Although many details are very unclear in my mind, I am especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own. Yet the old man believes in the truth of the story as if he had been there, and the tree dwellers worship him, and apparently all humans as if he/they were heroes or gods. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. Guava. Let's see. Never forget. I lost my place. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and asleep. He then said, "We had expected you to come sooner." These actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. Then they kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hand on their heads. All the while he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes and then walked out the door, off to the narrow path, high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I was descending, I saw several of them pick up the body he had fallen onto a lower level of the walkway and carry it away. He was laying down at the dead end of a short pier-like structure. With the use of some potion, one of the tree creatures lit the pier on fire, and I watched as the flames engulfed him. As this strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to dull green. This morning I awoke finding it hard to believe even the previous evening's events. The water is dull green as far as I can see now. For some reason, the water no longer shifts color. As I wandered throughout the pathways, the creatures watch me, curious to see what I will do next. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection. Renver, that's funny. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection. I even found food outside the doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn their language soon so that I may learn more from them. I have lived on this world for 3 months, off and on, and the tree dwellers have shown great hospitality. I am even beginning to learn bits of their language. I have decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and my sons, and hopefully return with them. However, I am sure Catherine will once again refuse. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and I at least look forward to how Cirrus and Akanar will react to its curious inhabitants. Catherine is staying behind, as expected. My sons have returned with me, and they enjoy this age very much. They get along very well with the tree dwellers and are picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will not be long until they can speak with the tree dwellers much better than myself. I am leaving tomorrow to check on Osmonian Age. Cirrus has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay. Though the idea unsettles me, I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I could think of no better place to leave them alone for a short while, so I will consent with to their request. I warn the boys not to take advantage of the respect the tree dwellers have for their ideas. They seem to understand my warning, and I have faith they will follow it. Much to my dismay, upon arriving in the Everdunes, I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the Choctic. I fear for their survival and plan on returning to her shortly after checking on Cirrus and Achenar here. See Everdune's journal for more information. After watching Cirrus and Achenar, I see they are handling things very well, and I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in the channelwood again, and for a little longer time. The tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I am leaving, but are happy that Cirrus and Achenar are staying behind again. Oh wow. I have been gone for over 3 days and have been to many different places. I had to tell Cirrus and Achenar about Pran's death today, and they were visibly shaken, although they had only remembered her from their childhood. Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Cirrus and Achenar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree. They will be returning with me and when I leave again. It is. I have told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they experienced in my absence, and it was rather remarkable. It seems they constructed a boat with the creatures and traveled some ways out into the surrounding waters. I enjoyed hearing them talk excitedly of their adventures, and am reminded of my own adventures as a child. I finally understand why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of the past entries, I see now that the inks have changed from the black I thought they were to various different colors. I have shown some of the creatures my journal, and they laughed and howled. I did not know they had such a sense of humor. Even now, as I look through the very colorful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. We will be returning tomorrow, so my sons are with the creatures for the last night here. They have told me that they would like to come to the Channelwood again, and also asked if they could visit some other ages alone. Though I will have to think over their request, I believe they have proven to me that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether they are ready for travel alone. For now, I must give my farewells to the creatures, for I do not know how long it will be until I visit this age again. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree with you. Like, I completely agree. I completely agree. Like, Atrius, like, for someone that has the ability to travel between worlds, he definitely should have taken more precautions when it comes to, like, leaving his sons alone in these worlds. I guess he wanted, but at the same time, he knew his sons were growing up, and he just wanted to give them, like, some independence. But yeah, I agree. I mean, he definitely should have, like, kept a more watchful eye on them. And this is the end of the journal. There's nothing else. This is the end. So now we have this journal. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were. A group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far of a distance. One day, another person appeared on the rocks, for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he had lived on the largest rock. Soon, Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Sorry, I was reading the Twitch chat. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon part of the group, and all three boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day, on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree, one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change to their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoying it anyway. With that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which I rather suspected as an additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the late rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking about some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light toward the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. I returned with many tools that I will need for the construction of the lighthouse. I have decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now and are making great progress. The rock that we are building it on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I have to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished, and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening, we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. Thanks, Guava. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for the fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. Welcome on in, Prince Disneywater. Hope you're having a good night. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could have ever written. Wow, this is the map of the age. Of it, this age as a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. Yeah, it's just a lot of reading right now. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces now that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content and they are all very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials that they have discovered. It even seems that they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their every best to keep it so. I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things would be like here in another 10 years. Renbear, you're fine. I know the storyline to this game already. Like, it's like I already know I already know what happens. Like, I know the storyline. Okay, so I think all we need to do is just remember the constellations, but I don't think we need to care too much about we need to remember that the constellations are in this book, but I don't think we have to worry too much about it yet. So I'm just gonna take a picture of it for now. It has been a while since I've heard. Wait, I'll say this again. It has been a while since I have heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly. I think for some reason I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to is horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see fields below along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking, and yet that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north. Hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. It really does front load you a lot, but it's really nice and pleasant to read. I really am enjoying this. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived, and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again, the feeling, and I am beginning to believe it is not at all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I have had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence, more frightening than I've ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a Myst linking book with me when I return in case the one left there has been destroyed or damaged. I have returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert land, with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently, the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind, I remember, has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of the world seems like a desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned, along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some of the red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly the ground began to crack and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that had been created, and have now explored deep into the crust of the planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that I will take many years to map and explore. Yeah, Renbear, thank you for explaining that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that's... I like how Buttspot's like, I might help to give you a name to butt with. The author's name is Butt. Sirius and Akanar are his butts. Catherine is his wife. I will butt no more. Amazing. Thank you, Buttspot. We'll remember Atrius. Amazing. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It is also important that I check on Sirius and Akanar and make sure that everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools that I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I have returned with some of the complex tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials. However, it seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set, and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I will be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. I began today on the bridge, and that's completely... Magnetic will work well, and I've decided to... 3 meters is not enough support for the beams. Amazing strong... To be the most prized inventions, could have never imagined it to come together quite as I doubt could possibly work with 14 instead of 8. Completely fatigued. I am so happy to have completed tomorrow. I am leaving today in order to bring back Sirius and Akanar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteors set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust, but the tremors have become few. Guava, that's awesome. I know, right? Buzz Lightyear. Where are we? I have just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I have copied many of my construction notes in another journal. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age, to which I hope to travel soon. But for now, I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. Wow. So apparently the journal content got erased. Wow. This age is huge. And that's the last page. So there's only one more book left. So that was the third book, and this is the fourth book. The final book, again, is just a sequence book. So this is the final book. I'm trying to, drink something because it's a lot of reading. All right, we're going to get started. As time passed, friendly visitors brought rumors of an enemy that existed beyond the horizon. The people grew fearful, yet nothing happened. One day, the usually sunny sky became as dark as night, and black ships appeared on the horizon. The lookout posts' attempts at peace were turned away, and the sentries there were easily overwhelmed. The ships continued to wreak havoc on the city, apparently destroying everyone and everything. After the foundations of the city were destroyed, the city sunk deep into the ocean, and only the lookout post remained. The black ships sailed away. The man continued to say that 8 people had hidden and managed to survive through the attack. In the 9 years since the attack, 2 of the survivors had died. He also said that it was rumored that 10 years from the attack, the enemy would return to finish the destruction they had started not so long ago. I have decided, since hearing the man's story, it would be admirable to save the civilization and stop this enemy's plan of destruction. I am excited about the adventure that awaits me, and an idea has sparked in my mind to provide the needed defense for these people. I met the remaining survivors today, and I have begun work on a plan for protection. After a short absence, I have returned to this age with my 2 sons. They have, as of yet, traveled rarely with me, and they are understandably excited to be here. They have grown considerably since the Everdunes, and it is already obvious to me that they will be a great help to this time, instead of the nuisance they have been in the past. All 3 of us, along with the 4 of the healthier survivors, began construction today. We are building upon the old city's ruins, which will provide a perfect foundation for our fortress. My sons have been spending much of their spare time on the South Island, where most of my materials are stored. I am very pleased with their intelligence, and their creativity is refreshing to see, as they work on small projects of their own. It has been over 4 months now, and construction is going well. My sons love the world except for its gray sky. They detest the gray sky and tell me many times they wish the sky here were to be like the blue sky in Myst. The old man I first talked to tells me that the enemy is due in 4 months. I feel we will be ready for when the time comes. The man reminds me of Emmett in many ways, and I often remember how Emmett and his people were doing. It has been 6 months of work, and we finally finished the fortress. It rests between the 3 hills, which are now only islands due to a rising water level that the people experienced after the attack. Inside the fortress, I have designed a most intriguing device. It makes use of a technology called holography. I began experimenting with it on my visits to Aspermere. It will be working in a couple of days after I compensate for some of the small incalculations. The holographic device will enable the survivors to learn to use the fortress. The enemy is due to come soon, and I will trust the fortress will provide sufficient protection for all of us. Wait, did I miss your hydrate redeems, Guava? Oh, I get it, Guava. You're like, see, now do you miss my hydrate redeems? Funny. Okay. This is a beautiful map, by the way. And notice how, like, the bridges, there's multiple bridges. And that this rotates on a track. The black ships have come. Their attack was substantial. Their weapons have stopped, and it appears they have turned away in defeat. I could not help but smile as I watched the boats leave. Insignia of the black ship. Last night we had a small celebration, and the old survivors danced their dances of old. My sons did not understand why the sky had not turned back to its original blue. The old man told them that the storms would never end until the enemy was destroyed. I assured my sons that a blue sky was not worth the risk of death, and they seemed to hear me. I have had a healthy adventure, and have begun work on a new book. Once again, I must leave a familiar age in search of a new universe I have begun. But first, I will have extended time with Catherine, with whom I miss very much. I must also return to the people of the tide. I believe in my travels I have found a substance that will ease the pain of their bone ailments that they have long endured. I hope to return to the mechanical age one day and find the population growing and my fortress still strong. Though the sky may always be black, I am confident the people here will feel a heavier darkness has been lifted from their shoulders. And that's it. There's nothing else. Welcome on in, Dynamite. And thank you so much, Not the Honeybees, for coming in here tonight. I know that it was a very heavy, a heavy portion of the show tonight because we had to read all 5 of these books, but they are read, they are done, we are good to go. We can continue our journey through Myst. Guava's like, that Atrius can write. And Guava, there's even more books. There's even more books you can check out even after beating the game. Time of Night's like, I got the butt again. Riven with a yawning face. But I hope you enjoyed listening to me read the books, and that you enjoyed like the chill part of the show of just listening. I don't know if I could ever do like audiobooks, like if I could ever like read an audiobook out loud, because like I can only imagine how voice actors that do audiobooks must be feeling. So one thing about Myst is that a lot of this game involves just like tinkering with things and trying to figure it out as you go. Like for example, you have this rotating tower thing. That's literally a literal rotating tower, and as you put it on certain locations, it turns into a certain color. So, if I put it here, it turns red. If I put it here, it turns red. If I put it here, it turns red. And then if I put it in more of these, it continues to turn red. So, what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking we can go sequentially and we just start with channelwood and then we make our way, to other ages, but maybe we just start with channelwood, and just continue our way there. No, but channelwood, I believe, is this one, I think. And then one way, I don't know if the tower can be seen from here. Oh no, the tower can't be seen from here. So one thing you need to notice, and I wish the game had like a zoom in function, but one thing you need to notice is that there's a hole on the tower. So the hole of the tower is looking at the channelwood, which by the way, I don't know if you can see channelwood, but this is like at the channelwood shack. And if you go in here, there's a safe with a combination. There's a tree here, some kind of like thing that can be turned. But we're not exactly sure what it is yet. Yeah, I think I'm going to go sequentially in order of the way I read the books, because I think that might be easier. But, so we would do like the Forest Age first. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Just do the Forest Age and just get that one out of the way first. So in order to go inside the tower, there's something we have to do. So notice that there's this picture frame here that shows the outside, and there's a picture frame here that shows a secret passageway. So if you push this button, it does a really cool special effect, and then it reveals a secret passageway. So we're going to go into this secret passageway room, which, by the way, I love the marble flooring and, like, this beautiful cave. Like, this is just beautiful. That's one thing I love about Myst and the way they handle, like, the special effects and the environments. Like, everything looks beautiful. So here we have this elevator, and we're going to go ahead and close the door and then use the library. Like, if this is how Nancy Drew was, I would love that. Like, if Nancy Drew was like this would be amazing. I wish that Nancy, you know, the more I think about it, I feel like Her Interactive should just focus on remaking their past games like this. Like, that's what I think they should do. I think that Her Interactive should just go back to Secrets Can Kill and just, like, or Stay Tuned for Danger. I think they should remake Stay Tuned for Danger and then just start doing, like, 3D versions of their games like this. And just go back to Stay Tuned for Danger and start with that one. Since they already remade Secrets Can Kill. But anyway, this is what, so we're getting a safe combination, which is 724. So if we go ahead and do that. By the way, I just want to point out the music in this scene is beautiful. If you go on YouTube and look up like Myst Tower Room, you can listen to it better. But this is, I love listening to this song. It's so pretty. Digicub, are you here? Yes, you are. The answer is 34. Well, come on in, Digicub. I hope you're having a good night. So I turned on the auto walk for the ladder, so that's what you're seeing right now. And then as you can see here, the hole is pointing towards that cabin. But yeah, I love this music. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. You're right. The music, yeah, no, I agree with you. The music in this game is phenomenal, and the graphics are beautiful too. So that was one of the clues we needed to get to the age. And if you're wondering why this is all happening, a lot of this is because you have to experiment. You're basically just going through the game, experimenting, and trying to tinker with things. And that's pretty much how Myst works and how all Myst-like games work. It's all about just not really fully understanding what's going on and just tinkering with the world and tinkering with how everything works. That's pretty much like the main gist of it all. So now we have access to the outside again, and then we can go ahead and make our way to the room over here, and we can check out what the safe combination. So the combination was 724. King of Pants just raided us. All right, let me save real quick. All right, we're gonna quit. Welcome on in, King of Pants, and thank you so much for the raid. Let me go ahead and get this raid dance set up for you. 1 second. Welcome on in, King of Pants, to the Italian Gamer Joe channel, and welcome, King of Pants' community. It is I, Italian Gamer Joe, your favorite Italian streamer. Move over a little bit. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are, however you happen to be here tonight. For those of you that don't know me, I am an adventure game streamer here on Twitch. I've been streaming for about 1.5 years now, and my main focus is adventure games, like Nancy Drew, Myst more recently, Monkey Island, point-and-click games, 3D adventure games, some RPGs like Final Fantasy, and yeah, I have a very big passion for anything adventure games. So if you're looking for an LGBT streamer that is just chill and here to have fun and here to have fun and geek out about adventure games, then you have come to the right place. Thank you so much, King of Pants, for the raid. Nice moves. Love the raid dance. Joe's completed all the Nancy Drew games for now and is tackling some other adventure games this month. Thanks for the emotes, Tiki Body Rolls. Oh wow, we finished all 33 Nancy Drew games, and for the next month in October, we're going to be starting them all over again on the harder difficulty. So that is going to be exciting, and we're going to be replaying all of them again on the senior detective mode. So that will be something to look forward to. For those of you that don't know King of Pants is an awesome adventure game streamer who also happens to be a DJ, and his content is really fun. He plays a lot of the same adventure games that I play, so if you are a fan of adventure games like me and you're a fan of puzzle games, hidden object games, then please go check out King of Pants. His content is fun, and he's really cool. The last stream that I actually rated him while he was playing Indiana Jones, and it was like one of the early versions of Indiana Jones, and his energy is so fun, and he's just as contagious and passionate about adventure and fun as I am, and his commentary is always fun as well. So please go check out King of Pants. Like I said, his content is a lot of fun. I also like how he has different themed like stream days. Like he has a spa day, adventure day, and then a bunch of other stuff. So definitely go check out King of Pants for his content. He has a really good, exciting stream to be in, and his energy is always fun and exciting and consistent, and just always a good place to be. And his community is also very, very nice people. So thank you again, King of Pants, for coming in tonight, and it's always nice to hang out with other passionate adventure game fans, because I know that you are an adventure game fan as well, and it's really cool getting the chance to geek out with you and get to know you better as well, and being able to talk to you and geek out about adventure games has been a blast. So thank you for bringing your community here. Thank you for just sharing your stream with us, your community with us, and everything. It's been an honor, and yeah, feel free to hang out with us as we play Myst and figure out these puzzles together. Am I excited for the new Monkey Island next week? I am very, very excited for Monkey Island. My plan is to finish Myst, and then when I finish Myst, the next game I'll be playing is Monkey Island. So it'll be Myst, then Monkey Island, and I'm so excited to to play Return to Monkey Island. That's a game that I've been like anticipating for so long, and even before its existence. Like, I've always wanted Ron Gilbert to have the opportunity to like finish the story he's been trying to tell for decades, and to finally see it come to fruition is something that I'm so excited about. And that is the number one reason alone why I pre-ordered the game on Steam, because I love being able to support someone that's had this idea in their minds for so long, and that they're finally getting the chance to finish the trilogy that they've been meaning to make. It's so happy to me and so exciting. And you know, I know he's saying that it's the last game like for him, but who knows? I mean, what if someone reaches out to Ron Gilbert and has a Monkey Island story to tell? I mean, that's pretty much why Tales of Monkey Island is a thing. So even though this is the end of like his trilogy, who knows what the future holds for Monkey Island? We might see more sequels. Who knows? But I'm excited for Return to Monkey Island. I am excited to play it, and I really cannot wait to see what happens with it. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Both Weird Island games. I'm gonna play it on release day, but I haven't pre-ordered it yet. Yeah, I might do the same thing as you, actually. I might just play it on release day, but not stream it yet. And then when I finish Myst, I'll stream it. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But King of Pants, thank you so much again for the raid and for coming in tonight. Feel free to jump in my pool and have a great time relaxing in it, and as we all play Myst together. But thank you so much again for bringing your fantastic community here. And feel free to chill out, have fun, lurk if you have to. And yeah, hope you have a great night. Thank you so much again. We here at the Italian Gamer Joe welcome you. Okay, we're gonna jump back into Myst. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, so we literally like just started the game. So you brought your community here at a really convenient time, because we are pretty new to, we're literally like just jumping in. So if you are part of King of Pants' community and you're new here, feel free not to like to fret, because we are literally like on Myst Island. We just started the game, and if you have no idea what Myst is, basically it is a game about we play as ourselves. And we are on this island. We have no idea how we got here. A book took us here. And we learned about this man named Atrius, who left a note for his wife, Catherine. He told Catherine to kind of just like chill out and kind of just, you know, like wait for him to come back. But he hasn't come back. And we haven't seen Catherine either. So we kind of are taking matters into our own hands. And we're kind of just like figuring this all out ourselves. And we've learned that there are these two brothers, Cirrus and Akinar, and they are asking us to go to other book worlds to gather pages for them, red pages and blue pages. So if there are 2 pages in each world, we can find them somehow and grab them and see if we could maybe gather them and give them to the brothers, and see if we can get more information about why they're in these books in the first place. We also discovered that the library where Atrius's journals are was burned, and only a couple books remain. We spent the last hour reading those books, and now we're gonna get ready to try to enter one of the worlds in the game. So kind of like some Nancy Drew stuff going on here, kind of some just investigating. Yeah, no problem, King of Pants. Thank you so much for coming in. Can't wait to get this started. So we just discovered that the combination to this really, really funny looking safe that's is 724. Okay. And we got it open. Sweet. So this is the ignition for the... Oh, that's ignition for this. Okay. So that's good. And now all we need to do is probably just turn this on. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh wait, the tree. The tree is going higher up in the air. Wait a minute. Oh look, the tree is too high, and there's the entrance. So maybe if we like mess around with the heat a little bit, because I think the heat is too high. So if we lower the heat a little bit. Okay, let's try that and see if that did anything. Okay, no, it did not. But at least now we know what we have to do. Let's try lowering it. This is like very weird. Oh, look, it's close. Oh, wait, there it is. Can we go inside it? Or will it break if we do? Oh, wait, no, wait. I think we... Did I break it? I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know what's going on right now. Wait, I see something. I see light. I see light. Wait. Oh my gosh, I see something. This feels like Nancy Drew White Wolf Escal Creek. Wow. This is crazy. I don't know. I haven't tried the button yet. Okay, so that basically controls the elevator. Oh, that's the linking book. Oh my gosh, this is the linking book. I know, I was getting scared, Guava. I was getting scared. I thought I broke it. I was really seriously getting scared. I'm like, what's going on right now? This music is amazing. Yeah, no, but this is like, this is crazy. So this is the linking book to channelwood. I wonder what's gonna happen. Oh wow. Wow. Look at this place. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. It's like a big swamp. Yeah, the tiny videos are really cute. So this is channelwood. Wow. And then according to the diary entries, this is where the people lived. The people that Cirrus and Akinar were staying with for so long, and that Cirrus was like learning about the hand motions, and he saw the funeral and everything. Wow. This is amazing. There's like a pipe system that's running through here, by the way. That's interesting. It's good. It's a good thing to note. That scene is a mood. Wow, look at this. This is like crazy. This is also pretty. Like, it's a froggy. Oh my gosh, look at the froggy. Look at the frog. Oh, it jumped in the water. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. What does this do?
Who's that Pokemon?
Guava, that's funny. What did this do? It must have done something. This pipe system seems to connect to all of the floors. There's a windmill in the distance. And then another one there. What about cute frogs? So yeah, I find this very interesting about like what's in the floor here. I wonder if that's a water like power system where it's running what's like what. Oh wow, look at this. This is so beautiful. I'm so impressed with this. Wow. Like this is beautiful. And look at all these trees and the tree houses. But what happened to all the people? Yeah, no problem, Aaron. Welcome on in. How do I get rid of this? Okay, wait, hold on one second. Can we get a shout out for Aaron Casey Gamers, please? Can we please get a shout out for Aaron? Thank you. How's it going, Aaron? I'm sorry that you feel motion sick. What were you? Was it Fall Guys? If you never read them, highly recommend the 3 Myst novels. I will definitely read them. They sound really, really good. I'm trying to see if I can fix that problem. Display dialogue subtitles. Display gameplay context subtitles. Let's try fixing that, because it won't go away. So the pipes are going in now. Okay, so so apparently, like, the pipe system is how it gets power. So like this right here. Wait a minute, is the lever missing? Unless, huh? So I think if we mess around with the pipes, we might be able to get some power to these areas of the island. The pipes are calling. Fall Guys played in a stream room at the gaming bar, and it had no AC and a bigger screen than usual. Plus, I had not. Oh, I'm sorry, Aaron. I'm sorry. How was the gaming bar though? Was the gaming bar fun? I mean, okay. You know what? Like, sorry, I need to go over here for a second. Why do they not have no AC? Like, are you kidding me? No AC. If you're gonna have a gaming bar, like, AC should be the first priority. Okay, so we're bringing water to this part of the area. And there's no, it doesn't seem to be doing anything, so let's just go ahead and redirect the water this way. And then if we go this way with it, you see, like, I'm not sure where to direct the water to. That's the thing. Because, like, there's so many places you can direct the water to. I'm going to try directing the water towards that elevator thing, which it's actually already directed to, so that should be good. And let's just try it. Oh, I'm sorry, Aaron. That sounds really cool, though. It sounds really, really cool. So here we are at the top of the area. And you know what's so disconcerting about this game? About this specific age? Where's the people? There's no people. Like, there's no more people here, which is really disconcerting. Where are you guys singing? Or where's that from? Okay. So this seems to be like a, I'm not sure what this, there's like chairs. But like things were knocked, like chairs were knocked over. So there's not really a lot to go by. I know, right? There's definitely a sense of like eeriness to this, because it's like, where's the people? There's no one here. And everything seems to be destroyed, like haphazardly. So it's like, were people fleeing, or was there destruction that was going on? Something happened here. Something definitely happened. So it's kind of sad to not see anything or anyone. Renbear, but that wasn't in the journal. Like it wasn't in the journal though. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, the upper areas of this world are beautiful, but it's hard to figure out. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I completely missed that. I will say this world is so gorgeous, though. This is with the pottery and the plates they used. It's like a labyrinth. Like, there's so much to see. I can't tell if that's the sun. When do we find Chuba? I know, right? There's a lot to see here, that's for sure. But one thing that's on my mind right now is like, where are the pages? Like, where could the pages be? Also, I feel like I'm going in circles. So, Renbear, this is Myst. This is Myst, which is the... It came out last year. So there was Real Myst, and then there's Myst. And then this is the new one that just came out. Like, it came out last August. It's a remake. It's another Myst remake for PC. So, this is Myst 2021, correct. So this is the one. This is the most recent remake. Yeah, yeah. Wait a minute. Is that door closing now? Okay, that closed it. And that opened it. Okay, so now it's open. So if we can figure out a way to get over there, we can figure out what that is all about over there. I think it's this way. Maybe. Yeah, right. Okay. So there it is over there. We're getting closer. Okay, so here we are at the stairway. So now we have easy access to getting back upstairs again, which means we don't have to power the elevator anymore. Which means we could power something else, essentially. I wonder if this is considered a pipe, because if it is, then we could probably power... I wonder if that's going to power the elevator. Okay, so I'm going to make my way to this pipe here. And then go up the stairs. Oh, wait a minute. There's another... We can go higher. That is really cool, Ren Bear. I didn't know that. That's actually pretty awesome. Is it on Spotify or something? Wow, we are really, really high up in the air now. This is crazy. What was that all about? What is going on here? What is this? It's like a bloody device. This is scary. Remember, this doesn't ever occur to me. I wish I had seen the sequence where you hear Atrius for the first time. I know, right? I have it on. It's in the VOD. Okay, let's check this. Let's go through here now.
I hope I've the right button, my dear brother. What a very interesting device you have here. I'm not erasing anything important in life. Remember, he is preparing. Take only one page.
Weird. That was really weird. I'm a little confused by that, but wow, that was really weird. So that we found the blue page, which is good. So we just gotta find the red page. So there seems to be some crafting tools, but I can't tell what these are. Are these pipes or are they restraints? I can't tell. I don't know, but like whatever it is scary. Yeah, I don't know, but whatever. It seems like there was something. It seems like something really bad happened here. Yeah, I can turn the game volume up. Absolutely. Let me know if this is better. I raised it a lot. So I raised it a little bit more, and let me know if that's better. Thank you for letting me know. And then feel free to let me know again if it's not loud enough still. Okay, so now that we found one of the pages, now we should probably be on the lookout for the red page. So let's see if we can find it. Jeez. Wow. Is that a dagger with alcohol? Oh, got the red page. Beautiful bed. Is that cheese? Crackers. Crazy. Crazy cheese and crackers. Vault access, Island of Myst. In very plain view on Myst, access can be easily if the simple is first locate the switches on the island. If all the switches to the dock. Wait. Access can be easily if the simple first locate all the switches on the island. All of these switches to the go to the dock and turn the marker on the off position. That's very good to know. Okay, so we found both pages. By the way, just fun PSA for all of you. Just a not PSA, but fun like little tidbit. In the original Myst, you could only carry one page with you at a time, and you had to choose which of the pages you could take with you, or you could go into each world separately. So in the original point and click game, you had to go and you could only carry one page at a time. Yeah, so in the original point and click, you either grabbed the red page and then left with the red page, then went back into channelwood, grabbed the blue page and left, or you would just grab one page at a time and kind of like focus on that. So that was one of the biggest frustrations that I had with the original version of Myst, that I had to go into each age twice to get both pages. It was really frustrating, and this world is actually easier, but in the early version of Myst, the very first one, your character, for whatever reason, could not hold two pages, could not hold two pieces of paper. It was one of the worst parts of the game, in my opinion. But I'm glad they fixed it for this one, because that was the biggest anxiety that I had for this game. Like, can we not carry more than one page? Sounds like Donkey Kong 64. It's not as bad once you unlock each exit, but yeah, you're right. No, I agree, and I don't remember how to unlock the exit for this world. To be honest, I'm kind of going in completely fresh, because it's been a very long time since I've played these. I have no idea how to leave this world. So now that we've found the pages, now what we need to do is escape this world and figure out how to get back to where we need to be. And I'm just not sure how to do that. I don't know how to escape. So we're gonna have to figure that out. And I think we've explored everything we needed to explore. So like we went to the one world there, we went to the other one here. So I think we're good to go to leave downstairs. Okay, so I wonder if it's as easy as just directing power to a certain part of the island. That's what I'm guessing. I'm gonna try directing pipe power to more places and see if, like, what happens. Okay, let's just do that and see what happens. Like, what happens if I do it here? I don't think so nothing's happening. Okay, what if I... Well, that's convenient. So we found ourselves the bridge. No worries, Renbear. Thank you for even sharing that at all. I really appreciate that. That's really kind of you to look into for me. Thank you. Okay, so... I think this might be the exit, but we need to power that area. So if we could just figure this out. There we go. Okay, so I think I figured out the problem. So we had to redirect the pipe to that other side, but we need to power it to get the elevator working. So if we can just make our way back across the bridge to that area where the pipe is, that should fix our solution. So let's go ahead and try that. So we need to direct the water this way. And then... this way. Sweet, okay. Also, do you know how much easier this is as a 3D game and not as a point-and-click game? Trying to do this in a point-and-click world was so much harder than trying to do this in a 3D game. Like, I feel like as a 3D game, this is way easier. Way easier. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make our way to the bridge. And, yeah, we're going to go and see if we can escape. Thanks, Rember. I really appreciate that. Yes, we found it. This is it. Yeah. Okay. So this is the linking book back to Myst Island. At least I think it is. Yeah, it is. The image is weird, but this is the linking book back to Myst Island. So we found it. We found it. Shrek's outhouse. I know, right? So I think this is where we say goodbye to this world, but it is a little bit disconcerting to me why there's no one here, and there was no journal entries. Like, there's no journal entries, nothing. So we found the pages, but there's just no indication of what happened here. There's no people, nothing. So very concerning, and I wonder if the books answer that question, because, yeah, I don't know. So in the original Myst game, when you wake up, you would see this. When you... Thanks, Godric. It's the ceiling of the... Exactly. So in the original Myst, what would happen is you would wake up back here on the island, and you would be here. and then you would click, and then the character would be like this again. So like in the original, it was like this, and then like this. I think I'm like pretty sure, because it's the ceiling of this library. But yeah, so there you have it. That was the first world, and now we're gonna go ahead and put the pages in and see, and listen to them. So this is Cirrus.
Who's that Pokemon?
You must release me for release me from this book, which has become. Bring me the red page. I need more red pages, please.
So Cirrus is requesting that we get more pages because he needs help. He really needs help in order to leave the book. So let's go check out Akinar.
To rescue me.
So this is Akinar.
Don't be my brother, I beg you. Be complete. Don't. Always blue pages. Listen to him. Listen to my brother. Egotistical fool and a liar. Help me. Bring me the blue pages. Ignore the red ones. Don't bring the red ones. Earnestly implore you. Wrongfully imprisoned. You must believe me. Will have my retribution. Please bring me the blue pages. Pages, please.
So I'm definitely gathering that they have very distinct personalities, and both of them are not really, they're both begging to be released, but they're not really explaining much of how they got there or why they're there or really what to do. They're just requesting we get the pages. So it's a very interesting situation here, and we just don't know what to do. By the way, we saw a book, and the book showed to go in the fireplace. And if we push the button, there's a sequence. And unfortunately, we don't know what the sequence should be yet. So we're kind of stuck right now. We don't know what the sequence should be, but we do know that the existence of this fireplace and the existence of that situation. Unfortunately, like I said before, though, we don't know really what to do yet, and we're going to have to just wait for now. But on the bright side, we were able to get to the first age. So according to the library, the second age we need to get to is going to be this one, which is the book about the Emmett and Branch and all those other characters. So that's the second book that's the second area we're gonna get to. If I rotate the tower, that's this one right here, which is facing the pirate ship. We're gonna go ahead and turn this into a secret passageway. Make our way down the secret passageway, go inside the elevator. I love the music. This music is beautiful. It's like one thing I love about the redundancy of going up here is that like this is like the transitional period between worlds. It's kind of like that. Like, oh, the music, it's like giving me the chills, like goosebumps. It's like this transitional preparation you're making between worlds, and I love that the Miller brothers did this, where it's like we're preparing ourselves emotionally and mentally to go to the next age by preparing all these little steps, and it's so beautiful and so cool. And like every time I have to do this over and over again, this music that plays is so like, it gives me the chills every time, and having to make these preparations, and it's so cool to me. It's so cool. So look at these dates. I'm gonna take a picture on my phone. I know the game has a camera, but lately I've been relying on my phone more. So those are some dates that we're gonna get, and they're very, very important. These specific dates. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just for the hell of it, I'll show you all what the tower is facing. So as you can see here, the tower is facing the pirate ship. This is so cool. I love this. I love this tower, like this process you go through. Same with Nancy Drew, right? But yeah, I love this. I love this little like transition you go through as you're trying to like, you know, figure out the process of how to get to each age, and like it's so cool to me. And by the way, this is my opinion, by the way, is the best version of Myst yet. Like, they did an amazing job with this version of Myst, and I have to say, like, if you're deciding which Myst game to get the 2021 version. This one is just beautiful, very well crafted. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and switch the room again. So the dates, we didn't go into this room yet, but there's a little room right here next to the library. And if you go inside, let's try that again. So as you can see here, the room it's basically a planetary like observation post. I'm gonna save the game. Okay. So this is a very interesting, this kind of reminds me of Back to the Future a little bit. So what we need to do is we need to enter these dates. October 11th, 1984. How do you change the month? Oh, that's why. Okay, so October 11th. $1984. And then the time is 10:04 a.m. 10:04. October 11th, 1984, 10:04 a.m. So this is the constellation that comes up. So this is what we have to take a picture of. And then I'll go ahead and take a picture of my phone. Okay. So that's the first constellation we need to find. The second constellation that we need to find is January 17th, 1207. January 17th, 1207. $5:46 a.m. So January 17th, 1207, 5:46 a.m. It looks right. Okay. So this is the next constellation we need to get a picture of. Okay. Oops. And then the very last one we need to get is November 23rd. '97, 91. And And then the time is 6:57 p.m. Oops. 57. Okay, so let me double check real quick. November 23rd, 9791 0657. Okay. Welcome back, Solid. We got past the first age, which was the channelwood, and now we're trying to get to the wait, did I not do this right? November 23rd, 9791, 6:57 p.m. We're 23rd. I knew it. Okay. It's military time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 1, 2. Oh my gosh. So 13, 14, 15, 16. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 is 6 o'clock. So this is going to sound really silly, but for me, for military time, I start at 12, and then I use my fingers. I'm like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 6 o'clock is 18 o'clock. I just count with my fingers, and then 18:57. There we go. There's the script. That's what we need. Solid is like, this age is a Sagittarius. Okay, I'm going to take a screenshot of it real quick. And we're good to go. So we got all 3 that we need. So now we can go ahead and leave this chair. And but yeah, to me that's always such a really cool place. It's a really, really cool place. And it's such a cool puzzle to solve. So if we remember back, or no, wait, that wasn't it. It was this one. Okay, so each of the constellations refers to for something like this. So I'm gonna save the game for a second, if it lets me. I think I have to leave the book. Okay. So we basically, I don't know if you want to take pictures on your own end, but I'm going to leave these screenshots up for like a few seconds, and then you can look for yourselves and help me if you'd like to. So this is the first image. This is the first constellation we need to find. So it's kind of like a C shape with a little edge on the end of it. The second constellation has a big one here, a big dot here, and then like kind of, like, I guess if you were to like trace it, it would be like a round umbrella shape, or like a triangle perhaps. And then for the third screenshot, it looks like a tie. So those are the 3 constellations that we're going to be trying to find. Solid, I never played Myst URU, but I do have it on Steam. I'm pretty sure I have it on Steam. Okay, so let's start with finding these constellations. The first one we're going to try to find is the one that has like that C shape. Well, the tie one is this one. So the tie is the spider. And then let's see. The leaves is the C shape. And then finally, the one we're missing is... Okay. The snake. It's the snake. So the umbrella one is the snake. So it's leaves, spider, snake. I played URU. The puzzles got stupidly hard. They were balanced to be answered by a community rather than a single person. Oh, that's frustrating. That's really frustrating, Ren Bear. I can't believe that was the case. That is really why would they do something? Why would they do that? Especially because like the theme of Myst is that it's designed to figure out the puzzles yourself. Like, why would they design it that way? That's really frustrating. Yeah, that's true, Guava. It is true. It does sound like... It sounds cool as a concept. Okay, so... Let's see. No. Okay, that's one of them. No. By the way, I also like they randomized they added randomized puzzle solutions, including like the lights that light up. That's really cool to me. That is really, really cool to me. The spider is another one. There we go. So as you can see, the ship has been raised on the fountain here. And if we make our way to the ship, you can see that the pirate ship has been completely surfaced. So we officially have surfaced the pirate ship and solved the puzzle. So we're going to make our way to the pirate ship. It looks so cool. I love the way it looks. It's beautiful. It reminds me of Sea of Thieves so much. I wish I could set sail to the open waters. But I'm totally content with this too, though. Gosh, now I really want to like play Sea of Thieves. Like, I really, really want to play Sea of Thieves again. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and open the door. I love how all the doors in the game are sliding doors. Like, I really like sliding doors. I really like sliding doors. The website for the online version is still up. That was basically the ship Atrius made for his kids. They should have redesigned them for... They should. They really should have. So we're going to go ahead and enter this new age. So this is the video. So here we are at the new age, and this age, by the way, is gorgeous. I love anything water themed, and here we are. This is like a shipwrecked island that we're on, which reminds me a lot of Sea of Thieves, as you can see here. Exactly. So this is a really cool age. I love the way it looks. I love the design, the aesthetic. This island we're on that has like this really cool setup. This is a really cool age, and I'm really excited to dive into this. Like this is probably my favorite age of all the ages because of the design. I just love the design of the age and the water theme, and it's gonna be so much fun to explore this age together. I'm really looking forward to this because this is probably one of the coolest ages in the game. And it's such a simple age, but such a really, really cool age. And again, I love the water. I love like water themes and everything. And another thing that I'm really sad is that to kind of spoil is that like you don't see Branch, you don't see Emmett, you don't see any of the characters from the books. So it's like, where are all these people and what happened to them? Why are they all gone? So I'm gonna go ahead and save the game. And then I'm going to go ahead and quit because we're going to get ready to raid out. So I just want to say thank you everyone that came in tonight to watch me play Myst. This has been a really fun time. I was not expecting to stream as long as I did, but holy crap, this game has been so much fun to play through, and it's been so nice getting the chance to play it with all of you, and it's also been really cool getting the chance to geek out with some of you and to meet some new faces as well, or some new usernames as well, like Solid. It's been really cool getting the chance to meet you and to geek out with you. I will be playing Myst to completion, so the next time that I'll be streaming will be Monday. So for those of you that are new here, I stream Monday and Wednesday, and then in October I'll be adding a third streaming day to the mix. It'll either be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or it'll be Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. So I haven't decided yet. But the next time that I will be streaming this game will be next Monday. So and I just got a race. I just got a raid. Bronze, I was just about to raid you, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll give you a raid dance, and then we're actually gonna raid Hop. But Bronze, I just want to say thank you so much. Let me just do a raid dance for you. Welcome on in, Bronzex and Bronzex's community. It is I, Italian Gamer Joe, your favorite Italian streamer. Hope you and everyone that you've come in with are having a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are, however you happen to be here tonight. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Joe, and I am an adventure game streamer here on Twitch. For the last year and a half, I've been streaming the Nancy Drew games, Sea of Thieves, Final Fantasy, Grim Fandango. What else have I streamed? Broken Age. I've streamed a lot of games, a lot. Community nights with like Gartic Phone, Jackbox Party Pack, What the Dub, but mostly adventure games. So if you're looking for a new adventure game streamer to hang out with, then you definitely have come to the right place. We love story games, we love puzzle games. This is a safe space if you're, I'm an LGBT person, so if you're looking to hang out with people in the community, then you come to the right place. But everyone is welcome. We're just a bunch of goofballs, and we love to have a good time here, and we love to hang out, and we just like to chill out and just play adventure games, geek out about the games that we played growing up, and just have a really good time. For those of you that don't know Bronzex, Bronzex is a variety streamer. And I've been recently. I think it's been at least more than 6 months. But yeah, I've found Bronzex recently, and his content, his channel is really fun to hang out. It's really cool. Him and his girlfriend Hammy play games together, and separately as well. And Bronzex plays a lot of a zombie apocalypse game called Project Zomboid. He plays Apex Legends. He plays Multiverse. He plays... What else does he play? What else do you play? You play a bunch of cool games, but one thing I like about Bronzex's community is that, and himself, is that he's a very like cool person to chat and chill out with. One reason why I like to raid Bronzex is because he just does a really good job at like engaging with people and making friends and having like really cool conversations on stream. So he's always fun to hang out with, always a good person to hang out with and talk to, and it's always a chill time when you go to his channel. Like always chill, always fun, and he always seems to know how to like just like capture an audience and just be a really fun, chill place to be. So once again, thank you, Bronze, for the raid. Thanks for hanging out with thanks for bringing your community here. It's been a lot of fun. You finally raided me. You finally, because I know I always raid you all the time, and you finally got your chance to raid me. So I really appreciate the raid. I really appreciate the support. And for those of you that are here, please go give Bronze a follow. He's an awesome person. His girlfriend Hammy is amazing, and they are a really cool community over there, and everyone there is really cool. Guava mentions Monkey Island. That is true. That is true. Project Zomboid. Solid says we all have the gauge. Nice. Turkov. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He was playing Turkov. The prophecy has been fulfilled. Exactly. And I'm so sorry to raid hop Bronzex. I'm really sorry. I really appreciate the raid, but I'm actually ending myself because it's pretty late here at Town Gamer Joe. But I just want to say thank you so much for the raid, and thank you for bringing your community here to hang out. It's really cool. So we were playing. So for those of you that don't know, we were playing Myst tonight. And Bronze, do you know what Myst is by any chance? Have you ever heard of it or played it? Myst is an adventure game. It's a point-and-click adventure game made by two brothers in the 90s. The game officially released in 1993. It was one of the most popular games of its time, selling over 6 million copies. The only game to overtake Myst was The Sims. So it's really cool getting the chance to like play this game and to have a good time with it, and like, I don't know, just to like really get the chance to play one of the most iconic adventure games of all time. And this is the 2021 version of Myst. So let me go ahead and like go to PC real quick. So this, by the way, because a lot of you have been asking me throughout the stream, this is the 2021 version. This came out August 26th, 2021. And this game is also virtual reality supported. So if you have a VR headset with Steam VR, you can play this entire game in virtual reality, which is really, really cool. The game has very positive reviews, and this is, in my opinion, probably the best version of Myst yet. And the fact that you can play this game in virtual reality if you have Steam VR is really, really impressive. That's actually really, really cool that the game has a virtual reality mode. I didn't even realize. But yeah, I highly recommend this game. It's a very fun, chill adventure game, and it has very chill vibes. And yeah, if you want just a piece of adventure game history, the game is really visually pleasing. It's a full like 3D world that you're exploring, and it's amazing. It's such an amazing game. But going back to my raid screen, or I should go back to chatting really. But yeah, so thank you again, Bronzex, for the raid. Solid says, if you get a chance, check out Abduction. It's the most recent original game from these guys. I have not played Abduction yet, and I really want to play it. I cannot wait to play that soon. And now that I'm getting into the Myst series, I will definitely check it out. Definitely. Thank you, Solid, for that recommendation. I will definitely check that out. So I'm looking at streamers that are alive right now, and I'm just checking to see who's live, who I can send all of you lovely people to tonight. Ren Bear says, I played it as well. It was awesome. It's really cool seeing how far they've come with their world build. Oh yeah, absolutely. And like, they have a community. They have so many amazing. It's really. I agree with you. It's really cool seeing how much of a community they've built around Myst, and it's really cool getting the chance to see like how much more they have in terms of their creativity and everything. And it's just it's cool. I mean, and like, they've created a fan base, and it's so cool to see how supportive that fan base is of their community, regardless of the game, regardless of the experience. It's just really, really cool. It's really cool getting the chance to see all that, and it's awesome. It's really, it's seeing their success makes me so proud and so happy, and like, it really fuels my motivation and inspiration to succeed with my own personal endeavors, like when it comes to video game development, like with my Super Spy Academy game that I'm making. They're very inspirational, the Miller brothers, so it's really, really cool. That's awesome, Solid. That's really, really cool. So, oops, sorry about that. So the person that I think I will be bringing you over to tonight, a lot of the streamers that I have on my list are streamers that I do watch, but not as frequently. So I'm just trying to figure out who I'm going to bring you all over to. But once again, I just want to say thank you, all of you, for hanging out with me tonight. It's been a blast. It's been awesome getting the chance to spend time with all of you, and I really, really appreciate all of the support and all of the opportunities to play adventure games with all of you. And it's always so cool getting the chance to do all this and to just have a fun time doing it. and geeking out about adventure games and geeking out about all these things. It's truly a fun experience, and I really love getting the chance to do this. It's always a fun time. And yeah, as far as like the future parts, I think what I'm gonna do for future parts is probably do like an age-ish per stream. So for the next stream, we'll go into the next age, and then the next stream we'll probably do the next age, and we'll try to do 1 or 2 ages per stream, or 1.5 ages per stream. And now that I know that we can grab a red page and a blue page in the same area, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Also, my hat is coming apart. But yeah, so I really appreciate the support, and let's see. What was like your hat? Dama Plays Games is online. They're playing Spin Rhythm, which I actually have and played Spin Rhythm, because I know that Dama she makes her own Spin Rhythm tracks, which is really, really cool. I know that Banana Extravaganza also recommended Clever Girl Games, and they're playing The Radio Station, which looks like a puzzle game. Let's see, who else is online right now? Banana Extravaganza also recommended Jermeath, who I've seen who was online right now, and they're playing Resident Evil 2. Oh, they're playing Resident Evil 2. I love Resident Evil 2. Oh, and this is okay. You know what? I'm gonna raid Jermeath, because he's like someone that I've just met recently, and he's streaming Resident Evil 2 the remaster. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and give him a raid, because I love that game, Resident Evil 2, and I love the puzzles and the items that are involved with that game. So we're gonna go ahead and give him a raid and just kind of like just hang out with him. And he's another LGBT streamer. But I just want to say thank you all again for coming in tonight to hang out with me. Thank you for let me see if I can spell his name right. M-E-T-H. And just thank you everyone for all the support and everything, and the raids and everything. It's been so nice getting the chance to hang out with all of you. And tune in on Monday for the next Myst stream. Tune in this upcoming Monday for the next Myst stream. But I hope you all have a good night, everybody, and just thank you all so much for coming in again. It's always a blast to spend time with all of you. And yeah, let's go spend time with Jermeath and just check out his community, and maybe just check out some Resident Evil with him. Banana Extravaganza, a streamer that I follow, he recommends Jermeath all the time, so I gave him a follow recently. So let's just see how he's doing with Resident Evil, and this will be a first time for me streaming with him, or rating him. So let's see if he needs any help with Resident Evil 2, the remaster, and see if he succeeds at defeating the boss. But good night, everybody. Italian Gamer Joe is signing off. Thank you so much again for coming in, and hope to see you all again soon. Buonanotte. Ciao, 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 ciao.